So this is a guide of an effective method I have found of killing the Queen Black Dragon. First of all, let's go through some of the requirements that you should ideally have before you begin. First of all, you will want to have 95 prayer, because with that you get access to turmoil and the other equivalent level 95 curses, and also soul split. In this video we will be using Anguish, which increases range attack, strength and defense by a fixed amount, which increases over time, and also Soul Split, which of course heals you for a percentage of the damage that you deal. Second, you will want to have 97 Herb Lore, or 95 if you have a God Banner with relevant tasks completed. This is because with 97 Herb Lore, you also get to make Searing Overload potions, which combine both Super Anti-Fire potions and Overloads in one, so it kills two birds with one stone. You save inventory space, which maxes the amount of food that you can bring. In addition, it also opens you up to making Super Prayer flasks, which are generally more effective than normal prayer flasks. Third of all, you will want 96 summoning for access to the Pack-Yak, in which you will fill with food. Let's go on to the other requirements now. It would be advantageous to have at least one of the combat-related prayer auras. Reverence, which reduces prayer drain by either 3, 5, 7 or 10% based on the tier, and increases effectiveness of prayer potions. While this is active, the super prayer potions will nearly fill up your entire prayer bar. And then there is also Penance, which recovers prayer points equal to 5% of damage received. As for weapons, you will want to either have a Royal Crossbow, Chaotic Crossbows from Dungeoneering, or an Ascension Crossbow dual wield setup, ideally this, or alternatively you can also use a Zerite Bow. As for the quests, it is very important that you have completed Song from the Depths, because this reduces damage that you receive from the Queen Black Dragon. And finally, Ritual of the Margaret, which gives you access to the Glacier Cave, which is required for mining the Bane ores. And of course it also gives you access to creating Dragonbane bolts and arrows. Now, this actually in itself has also a level 60 requirement, I think, for mining the Bane ores from the Glacier Cave, so that is worth taking into consideration too. So, let's get started with what equipment I use. Due to cost-effectiveness reasons, I have been using the War Priest of Armadillo Helm because it's free and it's hybrid, so it works generally well in all scenarios. Amulet of Fury, which gives a general hybrid bonus to all attack styles. It's not really needed, you can go more specialised with other amulets, such as the Dungeoneering upgrades to the Celadomin necklaces. I tend to use a Skill Cape because I don't have Completionist Cape yet. Tier 90 Ascension Grips for gloves. Tier 85 Glaven Boots for ranging feet wear. And at the moment I only have degradable, dust degradable, tradable Death Lotus chest and legs, along with the Leviathan Ring, which reduces incoming damage, and finally the Penance Aura, which I went over previously. So let's get started. First, you will want to activate your inventory tab and drink a potion of Searing Overload. Then we will go into the portal. At the moment I am seeing a bug with mine where I start flashing when I try to go in. And we want to get the drops, so we'll just leave everything as it is because it's solo mode anyway, so we will just go ahead and start. Now with this setup it is easily possible to get between 6 and 8 kills per trip with just one Searing Overload potion. As soon as you arrive in here you will want to activate Soul Split and Anguish so you don't get caught off guard and instantly start attacking. At first you will only be able to attack with the basic auto attacks set up in the action bar, but afterwards it is the threshold abilities that you want to be focusing on, because along with the Dragonbane bolts and arrows you deal an incredible amount of damage and can quite easily often end up completing the second stage before she has even summoned one of her spirits to help her. More on that when they arrive. Oh, I also forgot to activate my aura, which is always handy. See, no spirits by this point because the general effectiveness of the bolts destroyed her so quickly. Now at this point, you don't really need to worry about the firewalls because it just wastes time. Oh, there we go, the tortured souls have arrived. Once again, don't bother running because, well, don't bother worrying about it because you can easily heal yourself with not much food required. Just make sure you do keep your life points as up as possible. It's easiest to keep it in the action bar. My record time for killing Queen Black Dragon is 2 minutes and 3 seconds using these non-evasive techniques. That's stage 3 complete. Now if you are wanting to make a crossbow like I am using, the Royal Crossbow, this is the stage in which you need to brandish. You will see this message that she wants to gather her breath to create extremely strong flames. At that point you want to stand right in front of her. Standing to the side is useless because standing to the side she doesn't aim it directly at you, so the flames aren't hot enough. In this stage when the tortured souls comes, don't worry about trying to kill them because you will have her dead and they will disappear before they get to do any real damage. Occasionally they may freeze time. That's why you need to keep yourself healed as much as possible. If they freeze time, then you shouldn't take much damage in that time with prayers active. Torstol herbs the biggest mainly here, but it's quite often that you will get 50 Lantadines or maybe even 30 Onyx bolts tips, or even parts of the Royal Crossbow itself, or even Dragon Shield. I've been informed by other members of FOF that it's possible to get a combined drop in one of over 10 million coins, and that's with the possibility of getting a draconic visage amongst other drops at the same time. It is very rare to happen, but mainly you want to be looking to get Lantadine herbs or onyx bolts. In addition to the bones and the hides, it all builds up very quickly, and you can earn several million every 15 minutes with just one run. So hopefully this helps a lot of you with the reservations you have had towards killing Queen Black Dragon, and I look forward to hearing of your successes.